Hi guys, welcome to the video. Thanks for clicking on this one. So this is going to be a walk round of my Honda Civic Type R EP3. First of all, we'll do a little bit of background. So I got this car September 2016. I think I'm the 5th owner. I bought it at 85,000 miles. Now it's on 108,000, so I've done many miles. Yeah, should we just get into it? Let's just talk about it. So we'll start with the front of it. Basically, I've got this carbon fibre Mugen style grille, which I'm a big fan of. And also this badge, usually what you have to do is you either commit to having it 100% on there or not on there at all. But what I've done is we've basically epoxied two bits of wood on the inside and screwed some wood screws in, and then it's actually held on with cable ties. So if I want to, I can choose to take it off. I actually prefer it with it on, so that's why it is on there, obviously. Yeah, and then from there we've got this dodgy front bumper that basically, look, finger goes in the gap. So basically I found that a previous owner must have mounted a curb or something, because basically under here, this front lip here is just smashed up. It's held together with cable ties. It's all just proper JDM bodge job. So the only reason I found that is because the front lip that came on this was like a really horrible, badly sprayed job. I basically bought a new front bumper because I've got a new front lip. So I took the front lip, the original front lip, off of that bumper and put it on here, and that's when I found all the damage. A new design front lip, that will be a separate video coming at some point in the future because I'm fed up of this panel gap, and also someone hit the front of it, so there's like a scratch here, and it's just generally not a great condition bumper. The headlights look horrendous as well, so when I get round to doing the front bumper, at that point I'll get these headlights restored, because then it's less masking, isn't it, if the front bumper's not on the car. Yeah, that's sort of the front end really. It got carbon fibre style number plate, but apart from that, that is it on the front. So if we walk around, I got these standard, the OEM wheels. I got them in anthracite grey colour. Basically, I had to get 4 new tyres. I was looking at the Uniroyal Rain Sport 3s. So I saw the price of those at like just for the tyres, and then found these wheels just refurbished, never put back on the car, with pretty much brand new Rain Sport 3 tyres on it, and they were only £9 more than buying the tyres new. So I was just like, might as well have new wheels at the same time and then not even have to do a tyre change. That was one of probably the best bargains I've got on the car really, because who doesn't like £9 wheels? Then moving round, got some Climb Air wind deflectors. I can't bring myself to pay the proper money for the JDM ones, so that's why I got these ones. I had Heiko ones, but they like bent out in the middle, and like at speed they'd like flap about and we'd have to like clip them in. I lost 2 to wind on the motorway. So yeah, these ones actually, since I put these in, not even any sort of unclipping or anything, they are perfect. So would recommend those if you haven't got any yet. Coming around the back, I've got this Mugen style wing with carbon fibre fin. Really big fan of this, and I think I always find it weird looking at this, like the standard wing now on normal cars, because it's just like, it just looks rubbish compared to this. This one's just mwah. Then I've got this carbon hydro dipped effect piece here that actually my girlfriend snapped off here, as you can see. I haven't changed it because I find it hilarious every time I come around the back of the car. The story is, so it was raining and we were like, right, 3, 2, 1, go. She runs out of the car, it's dark, and she goes to pull here to open the boot and just goes and just rips this whole half off. The whole experience was kind of funny because it was only a tenner, so it's just sort of just funny to keep it on there, and it's just a funny story. Then I've tinted the rear lights myself very badly. So this side, if you don't look here, this side looks all right. Pretty happy with this bit, but then you look here and you can see it's all like creased on here, and the sides are flipping up because I didn't take the light out to wrap it or anything. And while with this side, you see these lovely scratches that someone did to my car. Basically, it was parked up outside my house, someone pulled out and hit it and then didn't leave a note. So I've got that to respray as well. So I've also got a new rear lip. So the front and rear lips will get done at the same time. That'll be another video. That's kind of it for the rear. The exhaust, I got it in 2 parts basically. So I got a spoon back box I got first, the N1 back box, and then recently my centre pipe rusted out and hit the floor while I was driving. So I got the spoon B pipe as well from Haas at Garage EP3, shout out to you. He hooked up and sent it out pretty quickly actually, so I managed to get that sorted. Because obviously this without an exhaust is stupidly loud and pretty much like a tractor. That's pretty much it, I'd say, from the exterior. apart from like, if you look under here, there's the red lower control arms and stuff with the yellow speed suspension and stuff, but that's a separate video. So we'll do the engine bay now. So there's nothing super crazy going on here, because when I got the car, because I need it for work and everything, this is my only car, it's my daily, I couldn't go crazy with like performance mods and stuff, because then it would just be too loud and I can't just show up to work and have like a stupidly loud car. So I basically started with like aesthetic mods, hence why there's more of those than there are performance stuff. So in here we've got the carbon cover here, we've got the carbon spark cover, this Mugen oil cap, this beautiful sounding Integra intake that just screams on VTEC and is probably my favorite engine mod you can do on an NA one of these. The noise is amazing. And then just got some little details really, just like this carbon effect over the battery, because the top of the battery doesn't look as good as that. And then this red battery tie down from MJC. Got these, I don't really see many cars with these like carbon dipped bits. These carbon dipped parts match bits in the interior, which we'll get to in a minute. Yeah, these little red bits here to hold the grille on, and this slam panel. I'm kind of debating whether to get this, because you can get this slam panel in carbon. I might do that too, but at the same time, it is only a Civic, and I don't know if it's really worth spending that kind of money on it. I don't know. Okay. And then yeah, you can just see here the top of the yellow speed coilovers. So go check the video out on that if you want to see the install of those. That's kind of it for the exterior and engine bay really, unless I'm blatantly forgetting something. If you see anything that I haven't mentioned, just drop a comment and I'll reply to you in the comments section. So last but not least is the interior, and that is actually where I spent most of my first mod time. Let's start with the steering wheel, I guess. So basically, this isn't a Premier Edition, it's a January 2004 car. The original steering wheel was pretty ruined, and this one is now getting ruined because of how many miles I've done. So I got this wheel to replace that, and then I wanted the Momo on the bottom. And then I've also done like a badge replacement on the here that says Mugen. My advice would be don't do it, because I've got the original somewhere in here. I'll show you what happens. Here it is. This is what happens when you try and take out the badge from the steering wheel. So it's got these little pins that bend round the outside. So we managed to get this one out, and the reason that that one's in there is because when I picked up that bit on the boot, that was from a crashed EP3 and the airbag had gone off, so I literally cut out the other one off of his steering wheel. Like, it was a little bit of work, and then I wrapped the original Honda badge in black and then stuck that on top. So yeah, that's all sorted. From there we've got some Mugen pedals that just look cool. Not really any benefit to them. They look grippy, but they're not really, because your foot doesn't really touch that bit. It hits the metal on the outside. And then we've got the JDM floor mats. Those are just amazing. And actually the quality of these compared to the UK mats is just like, they're like twice as thick. Then we've got the carbon dipped center console, carbon dipped clock surround, and carbon dipped door handle pieces. Those are all the same dip as that bit in the engine bay that I said earlier. We got this Blocks gear knob that's neochrome. Interesting choice by me, because if you've noticed, everything is black and red, and this is not black or red or even carbon fibre. So yeah, interesting by me, but I really like it. This is Pascal. We got him in a Happy Meal in France on a road trip. Just a good little mascot. Got these carbon bits in here. When I got the car, these just fell out, and I think it's because you aren't actually supposed to get these out fully. So I didn't know this, obviously, because I've never experienced anything else. Literally, they just fell out if you open the door too quickly. So what had happened was that there's like a clip in the middle here. Those had completely snapped off. So I got new speakers, and when I got the new speakers, the guys at Oxford Car Audio also put a new clip on here, and there was a hole under this door, somewhere under here, which must have been from when like the seat belt got stuck in the door or whatever, and someone had slammed it. So there's a hole in there, and they repaired that as well. So shout out to Oxford Car Audio for doing that. The major thing in here, and probably my favourite thing, are these Recaro seats that are out of the DC2 Type R or the EK9 Type R. I went out in a DC2 about 2 years ago, and obviously it had these seats in it, and as soon as I sat in it, I was like, oh my god, these are incredible. And then saw that you could fit these. So these have got the Premier Edition Recaro seat rails, because this came with the standard Type R seats that were all like one mechanism. So I had to get those separately to the seats, and these seats are so comfortable. They're like the perfect amount of hug. I just can't believe that these seats are at least 20 years old, probably 19 years old. So the condition's pretty good, and the fact that they didn't like put these in cars after this is just insane to me, because they're incredible. So yeah, this is probably my favorite thing I've done to the car, because I sit in them all the time. And that's kind of it really for things I've done, I think. Yeah, so I guess now would be sort of future plans kind of thing. So I've already spoken about the front and rear lip and bumper respray, so that will be happening, that'll be a separate video. I've also got some wheels that I've had for over a year and a half, but they've been locked in a garage that we lost the key to, so those will be happening at some point if we can actually get them out. That will be a separate video as well. And then I'm definitely been in the mind of supercharging this. I've gone between turbo and supercharge. I do want to supercharge it over turbocharging it, just because I do like the NA feel, but in the last couple of weeks I have been thinking, this isn't like been remapped or anything, so I'm thinking about maybe going down that route, because I do just love the NA scream and the NA experience, and I'm scared that I'll lose that with supercharger. If you have supercharged your EP3, drop me a comment below and tell me how it is, and whether you regret, I'm obviously not going to regret supercharging it, but like if you miss like the, I don't know, the NA, I don't know, I'm thinking about it. Obviously it's also well expensive. Yeah, that's pretty much it really. So if you've seen anything in here that you want me to talk about that I've forgotten, let me know in the comments section below. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.